America's 50 states continued, Louisiana through Montana. Louisiana, the capital is Baton Rouge. It became the 18th state on April 30th, 1812. The state bird is the brown pelican. State tree is the bald cypress. The flower is the magnolia. The mammal is the black bear. State insect is the honeybee, and the reptile is the alligator. Did you know New Orleans is famous for jazz music and the spectacular Mardi Gras festival with its big parties and parades? The French settled in Louisiana in the 1700s. In 1803, Thomas Jefferson doubled the size of America by buying the Louisiana Territory from the French. The French influence is still seen in the state's many French names, foods, buildings, and descendants. Do you know what crayfish is? Crayfish, also called crawfish or crawdads, are small freshwater crustaceans that look like lobsters. 98% of the world's crayfish come from Louisiana. We have the state flag, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, the crayfish, alligator, black bear. We have Maine. The capital is Augusta. It became the 23rd state on May 15th, 1820. The berry is the blueberry. The bird is the chickadee. The cat is the Maine coon cat. Animal is the moose. Tree is the white pine, and the insect is the honeybee. Here's the state flag. And we have Augusta, Bangor, Portland, lobster, fishing boat, blueberries, honeybees. Famous for lobster caught off its rocky Atlantic Ocean shore, Maine is the largest New England state, nicknamed the Pine Tree State. 90% is covered by thick woods. This doesn't leave much room for people, so Maine has the fewest people living here than any other state east of the Mississippi River. Sail Rock is the easternmost point in the U.S. The sun rises here first. Did you know the rocky coast of Maine is home to more than 60 lighthouses? We have Maryland. Capital is Annapolis. It became the 7th state on April 28, 1788. The dog is the Chesapeake Bay. The flower is the black-eyed Susan. State bird is the Baltimore Oriole. Horse is the thoroughbred, and the sport is jousting. One of the original 13 colonies, Maryland has the Appalachian Mountain foothills, rolling hills, meadows, and flat farmlands. Maryland is famous worldwide for its blue crab. In 1814, while watching the British bomb Fort McHenry as they tried to capture Baltimore during the War of 1812, Francis Scott Key wrote the lyrics to the Star-Spangled Banner. In 1931, America adopted the song as its national anthem. Here we have Annapolis and Baltimore, the blue crab. We have Massachusetts. Capital is Boston. It became the 6th state on February 6, 1788. The dog is the Boston Terrier. The cat is the tabby. Horse is the Morgan. Insect is the ladybug. Fish is the cod. Beverage is the cranberry juice. And dessert is the Boston cream pie. Massachusetts is one of the first 13 colonies in the 6th smallest state. Massachusetts was the landing place for the Mayflower ship and its pilgrims. In 1773, people held the Boston Tea Party, where they threw boxes of tea into the Boston Harbor. Today, the state is the home of the New England Confectionery Company, Necco, America's oldest candy manufacturer. Here we have Boston, Worcester, Springfield, the Mayflower ship. We have Michigan. The state of Michigan is split into 2 pieces of land, an upper and lower peninsula, and mostly surrounded by water. Michigan is called the Great Lakes State because it borders 4 of the 5 Great Lakes. Detroit is nicknamed the Motor Town because it is the home of the U.S. car industry. The city of Battle Creek is nicknamed Cereal Bowl of America because more cereal is made here than anywhere else in the country. Here we have Lansing, Detroit, Grand Rapids, and the capital of Michigan is Lansing. Became the 26th state on January 26, 1837. State mammal is the white-tailed deer. State reptile is the painted turtle. State wildflower is the dwarf lake iris. Fossil is the mastodon. Fish is the brook trout. State bird is the robin. And the state fruit is blueberry. And we have Minnesota. Capital is St. Paul. It became the 32nd state on May 11th, 1858. Nickname is the land of 10,000 lakes. The tree is the Norway pine. The bird is the common loon. Grain, the wild rice. Beverage is milk, and sport is ice hockey. Here we have St. Paul, Minneapolis, Rochester. Did you know the Mall of America in Bloomington is America's biggest mall? It has more stores, restaurants, and fun attractions than any other U.S. mall. The name Minnesota came from the Native American word meaning land of sky blue waters. Minnesota has too many lakes to count. More than 15,000 of the lakes are over 10 acres in size. Do you know what Spam is? This famous canned meat is made in Austin. Spam has a mascot named Spammy, the miniature pig. In the 1930s, a federal government program called the Civilian Conservation Corps planted more than 25 million trees in Minnesota because so much of the land had been mined for iron ore and was stripped bare of trees. We have Mississippi. The capital is Jackson. It became the 20th state on December 10th, 1817. State bird is the mockingbird. The flower is the magnolia. State mammal is the white-tailed deer. The waterfowl is the wood duck. State fish is the largemouth bass. State insect is the honeybee, and beverage is milk. Did you know root beer was invented in Biloxi, Mississippi in 1898 by Edward Adolph Bark, Sr.? Mississippi is fun to spell out loud. The name Mississippi means father of waters. Belzoni is called the catfish capital of the world. The Old Spanish Fort Museum in Pascagoula displays the world's largest shrimp stuffed toy known as the teddy bear, and was created after President Theodore Teddy Roosevelt would not shoot a bear during a bear hunt in Mississippi. Here we have Jackson, Hattiesburg, and Gulfport, birthplace of blues music. Then we have Missouri. The capital is Jefferson City. It became the 24th state on August 10th, 1821. Nickname is the Show Me State. State horse is the Missouri Foxtrotter. State animal is the Missouri Mule. State tree is the flowering dogwood. Musical instrument, the fiddle. Amphibian, American bullfrog. Did you know ice cream cones were invented at the St. Louis World's Fair in 1904? An ice cream seller ran out of cups and asked a waffle seller to roll up waffles to hold ice cream. The Gateway Arch in St. Louis was completed in 1965. It celebrates the city's role in developing the western frontier. Missouri was the headquarters for the Pony Express. It used to take 6 months for a letter to travel from the East Coast to the West Coast. To go faster, mail was carried on horseback from Missouri to California in 10 days. When the telegraph was invented, it was able to send messages faster and cheaper, which closed the Pony Express forever. People from St. Louis use more barbecue sauce than any other group in the country. Here we have Jefferson City, the Gateway Arch, St. Louis, Kansas City, and then we have Montana. The capital is Helena. It became the 41st state on November 8th, 1889. The motto is Oro, Plata, Gold, and Silver. Tree is the ponderosa pine. State bird is the western meadow lark. State animal is the grizzly bear. Fossil is the duck-billed dinosaur. Did you know Montana has about 6 residents per square mile? The national average is almost 80 people per square mile. Montana is called Big Sky Country because you can drive for hundreds of miles and see only treeless flat land and blue skies. The northern Rocky Mountains take up western Montana. Glacier National Park is here and was created by glaciers, the moving masses of snow and ice-made valleys, mountain peaks, and more than 200 lakes and streams. Today, more than 50 glaciers are still in the park. One is named the Grasshopper Glacier for the frozen grasshoppers in the ice. Because Montana is not natural landscapes and the state is home to all kinds of wild animals including elk, moose, bighorn sheep, mountain goats, cattle, buffalo, golden and bald eagles, and black and grizzly bears. Here's the bighorn sheep, buffalo, Helena, Billings,